This is Owen Welling. We're here with your Wealth Creation Minute. I want to talk a little bit today about mindset and goals. One of the things I came to the realization of in the last couple of years, in terms of the rat race and in terms of people wanting to earn more, create more, do more with their lives, a lot of people that I've talked to, I tend to see people fall in these three strata, right? And you've got this first tier of people that they've got a good job, they've got good earnings, they have all this resources in a 401k or in an IRA, but they're just not satisfied. And that's not speaking anything about contentment or situations. It's just they haven't found something that gives them the returns or gives them something that makes them feel good about what they're doing, right? Maybe they want better returns. Maybe it's just, so impersonal with the way things are set up with the administrators. They want a little more. That's your first strata. And right along with that, they might not be so much into the game. They might be looking for something where they can click a couple of buttons, maybe once or twice a week, maybe once a month. And instead of being 6% in the IRA, maybe they'd like 10%. Okay? Not a huge amount of work to commit to, but better returns. That's your first level of somebody desiring more, somebody being a more informed investor. You're going to spend a little bit to get educated and see what else is out there, but you're not going to take on too many more commitments to your time because you're at a place in your life where you want to enjoy with your family, with your kids, etc. Whatever those causes may be. You see the opportunities and you want to take advantage of them, but you're not fully committed to a huge amount of time to it because that's the choice you make. Good, bad, and different. I'm not going to make any judgments there. Next level. You have people that are dissatisfied with what their money is doing, what their resources are doing, and how long it is actually going to take them to get retirement. These would be maybe the millennials, maybe like mine, Gen Xers, been in the workforce a little bit, and they think, holy cow, number one, I haven't put enough money in. I don't have the opportunity to put a lot more money in. But man, this sure is slow. I look at my three resources, I look at my time, I look at my money and my knowledge. I see where I can take all of those to their maximum commitment, but I'm not willing to do it yet. So in order to get better returns, I'm willing to put in a little time and to put in a little education and make my money grow faster, right? Because people want to have much better returns and a shorter time frame to get to that end of the race, out of the rat race, to get to retirement. So they not only want to shrink that time, maybe they want some additional earnings, but they're still going to keep their day job. Still, that's their primary means of paying the bills. Jim Rohn, favorite quote ever: earnings, or rather wages, pay the bills. Profits make you rich. Right? Jim Rohn. Profits pay the bill. Profits pay the bills. Keep getting this backwards. It's wages pay the bills. Profits make you rich. So keep your day job, get your wages, pay the bills. Find those deals, take a little extra that you have off your profits or off of your wages and put them back into other deals and watch them grow, accelerate them. That's the number two investor. Number two level of investors. The third level is people that are just plain dissatisfied with their work. They see the opportunities out there. They're willing to commit massive amounts of time, massive amounts of capital, and massive amounts of knowledge to obtain all three. They understand that they need other people's money. They need other people's time. They got to use that leverage. So they're not just satisfied working their day job. They figured out a way to work themselves into a position where they can get away from that day job. They can take that job as an investor, that position as an investor, to use that to pay their wages, to pay their daily bills, and they're going to make their profits that earn them a retirement at a much higher return on investment than they would have normally, at a much faster rate than they would have normally. So you've escaped the rat race with your career as an investor. You've accelerated your returns and you've increased them at the same time. That's your third level of an investor, coming into somebody that's all in, hands down, and it's like the guy that stepped off the train to go see Thomas Edison. He said, I will go into a partnership with Thomas Edison. There is no alternative. I am not accepting any of the alternative. And okay, he didn't have complete control over that decision, but he was going to make sure that he was going to commit the time, energy, effort, and resources necessary to get to that goal. For anybody that's aspiring to be to that third level, out of the rat race, putting in your own time at your own job, creating better and faster returns, bigger returns for your future. There will be a book list coming up, but I want to say first of all, a lot of the stories I'm relating here: Robert Kiyosaki, Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill. I guess it was Robert Kiyosaki. It would be Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Think and Grow Rich was by Napoleon Hill. Some of these things are very important. Unlock the keys to your mind. Open up and see what is holding you back. What is it that's keeping you from earning what you want to earn, from doing what you want to do? There's always a fear factor in there, but as well, is there anything else? Is there things that are restraining you for knowledge, for resources? You know, one of the questions you need to ask yourself is, where's your advice coming from? Are you taking it from somebody that's been there? Are you taking advice? Are you taking coaching? Are you taking a mentorship? I think that was one of Robert Kiyosaki's best pieces of advice. Everybody should have a rich dad. Everybody should have a mentor. If you can afford to do it, find someone that's successful in what you want to be. He could be a rehabber. He could be a stock trader, right? Go to that man and say, hey, I don't want any money at all. I don't want any form of payment, but I want to work for you so that I can give you leverage and I can learn what you know. I don't think I've talked to anybody yet that turned that deal down because they didn't like it. They just said, I'm not sure if I can put your skills to work and put you to work that way. That's attractive to anybody that knows leverage. So find that person and say, hey, I want to be your apprentice. I have X number of hours a week that I could give you, and make it attractive for them, because knowledge is priceless. That's the one thing that they can never take away from you, ever. I'm Owen Welling. This is your Wealth Creation Minute. We are Investor Resource Solutions, and we are here to help you increase your returns. Good night. God bless.